So good morning, here we are. And when I say we, I mean we. Louise is sat next to me, but right now there's no way I'm going to be able to get her on camera. Anyway, we'll catch her later. Right, so we're off. I never normally do these things. This is not something that I would normally be interested in. However, in terms of understanding the full Morgan experience for some people, I am off to a breakfast meeting, yes, of Morgan owners. Yes, everything that I hate. Not everything, quite like breakfast. And I don't dislike Morgan owners. Oh my God, I'm going down a rabbit hole here. That old school classic car meet of all the same cars is not my thing. However, I do like the people I get to meet who own Morgans. So this should be delightful. And yeah, just so that I can give some feedback on what it's like for people who may want to join a community and yeah, of Morgan owners and what all of that means. Anyway, I'll get back to you shortly. Follow this rather delightfully small X5. So big. Isn't it wild noisy? So one thing I've noticed about the Plus 6 is that everybody looks. I wonder whether the Super Sport will get the same form of admiration, or because it's a newer Morgan, it won't get the same sort of feedback. I'm talking to you. Stop just moving your head around and making facial gestures. You have a voice. I hate my voice. Yes, Julian, you're so right. You're amazing.
Go away, horrible.
Sorry, I'll turn around. There we go. Good, we're gonna get wet. Oh yes, look at this. We've just lowered the average age, massively. Oh my God. Rev that bad boy. There's a few people here though, that's for sure.
Wait a minute.
Hello.
Good morning.
And,
Do you want me to slide in beside him?
do you want to go down the end?
I really don't mind where I am.
Go down the end then.
Well, head down there.
Get you off the road. Down on the left.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can do that. Morning.
We're going to move, we're just going to stand there. What's wrong with me?
Oh, Oh, do you think we got sent down the end as like not meant to be here? Because he's going back at the front because he doesn't want to be down the end. So, good morning. So someone bought Spencer's car from here as well. So he gave it to David Morgan London because someone essentially seemingly had bought it. But I saw a post from Brans Morgan saying someone picked his car up. Yeah. Right. Anyway. It might be here. Right, hello people. Yes, so this is the Brans Morgan breakfast, and it's got a good turnout. I mean, I'm assuming it's this good generally. They have quite a strong following. So if in Kent, Surrey area, I think this covers. So I'm just going to flick you around. You just get a bit of a rollout of what's going on. Let's give you a skim across. So obviously, beautiful my car. And then we get the plethora of more standard Morgans. This is nice. It's new +4. No, it's not. See, that is the problem. I feel like we get parked in the area of shame, don't you? Oh, I want to just do a quick capture first. It's a glorious run. I mean, how many number plates can you have in one place with the prefix MOG on it? That's the thing.
Some people do that for your age.
Yeah. Oh, I do like that.
Major problem for your age.
I'm liking your satin finish very much. That is it's quite lovely. Sorry to disturb you. That's a great finish. It's nice. I like that a lot.
Everyone's different.
Everyone is different
I
indeed.
don't like it at all, and I've already apologised for that.
No, it's nice.
Personal choice, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've wrapped it as well. You said it.
Yeah. And then you get the really nice red, don't you?
Was it picking up chips and stuff, or just the filth?
Well, we had it wrapped for the.
Sorry, I'm
feast.
recording. Do you want me to turn this off?
Oh, no, I don't mind.
As long as you're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
don't
not
pay
there.
for
No. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah. No. So the reason why I have a +6, I've had a +4. I've got a Super Sport on order, and I do videos generally on Morgans. That's my thing. So I'm really interested in. Clubs like this aren't for me, but I'm interested in the people who do, because it might be for other people, and I think it's very good. And I'm just loving your modern. It's just a really nice modern slant on the +4.
I mean, to me, it's a BMW engine with just the old-fashioned Morgan body.
A beautiful body. Yeah.
It goes like a rocket when he puts his foot down.
Yeah. They absolutely do. Yeah, and a thing of beauty as well.
That was Trevor's choice of the blue, wasn't it? Yeah. When we went up there to see it, when we went up to the Morgan place,
Yeah.
he saw was it a +4 I had, or was it a +6 sitting up there?
So this is a 6
no,
or a
that's
4?
not a 4.
This is a 4.
There was a 6 that was that colour.
Right, okay.
So he said, I really like that colour, and then because we came back here, specced it all up with Sarah.
Yeah.
As you do. And the price kept going up and up and up and up.
Yes, it does indeed. But you can't help tick those boxes. Tell
him about it.
Yeah. So what colour stitching would you like? And would you like to change that? And would you like carpets? And what type of carpet would you like? Which is what part of the beauty of Morgan is. You're not buying a package of stuff like you do on modern cars. You are picking individual stuff. What's your favourite? What's your favourite? What's your favourite thing about owning a Morgan? Well,
We haven't driven it. It's only done 400 miles at the moment, so we've only been to Kent.
okay. So,
Off to Ireland in about a month's
End
time.
of June.
Yeah.
We're going on our first road trip.
I'll let you know.
yeah, absolutely.
Because we're struggling with, got no boots, so what we're going to do? We've only got that little bit at the back. So we bought ourselves, we've just come back from Portugal, and we found some rainproof bags that were colour blue, which was a bit like this blue. And we thought, ooh.
Nice.
So
I mean, you're quite close to a golf blue, so you should be able to pick up some nice matching or just slightly offset coloured stuff.
And
So
they're waterproof.
when we had our +4, we were invited to a friend's. What did he do? He essentially had what do they call it? That's not a rave. What is it? A concert, essentially. He had different people performing in a field, and we did posh glamping. We don't do tents and stuff. So and we were there 3 days, and we took table, chairs, clothes, all our wash stuff, food, and everything, and we didn't have a rack on the back. So everything went behind the seats. Absolutely everything.
Really?
It's ridiculously cavernous. You have to be careful. I mean, you have to limit yourself on shoes because they're quite rigid and they don't have the flex in them. But yeah, so when the soft top's down, especially, the amount of stuff you can just keep dropping down. Yeah.
You can put seats a little bit forward.
Well,
obviously, I will go forward.
I mean, from a driving point of view, Trevor doesn't want to, isn't going to change, is he?
No, but I could.
But you can give it a little bit of space. Actually, this bit just behind the seat and the lower part, you can really cram stuff in.
We're going to try these 2 bags. We're going to load them with a load of towels and see what we can. These 2 bags.
Yeah. So I've never liked the luggage rack or a spare wheel for the fact that it's just my preference,
Well, we were looking at that. You see, that's got a cover on it.
Yeah, I won't worry about it. The only thing with this is making sure that you put your side screens in the bag when you put them on there, because all the detritus that will come off it. And those side screen bags, made the same material as this, you can jet wash it off if you need to.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment they come off in the garage, and I said, we should have put them in your little black bag. But I mean, of course, this is our first time we've come with them off.
Yeah. They're easy to come off. And that actually, it's a big difference between the roof down and the side screens on, and then taking them off.
I felt really open because I find it a little bit claustrophobic. But when you've got the roof on, even with the the roof off, then you still got big.
Yes, and the screen's on.
It was fantastic. It's cold, but it's lovely.
Yeah.
Really felt like having a walk.
Well, the heated seats will melt your back, so you can always get the reverse side if you're warm. Your arse is going to be warm if nothing else.
No, I've sussed out that you need your scarf around your neck. I've got that.
Yeah.
But it's all trial and error. We're just learning.
Yeah. So how long have you had it for only doing 400?
Last April and looked at it and whatever. Came back here, specced it up with Sarah.
Yeah.
And Trev goes, okay. Oh, we haven't really, because when you talk to a lot of other people, they've had a trial or one. But of course, when he saw it, when he had the vision of having a Morgan, he saw one in there, came to Sarah, quite cheap, let's have a look at that one. And I think it was one of these pedal things, it was quite old.
Yeah.
And then Sarah said, well, this one's just going, why don't you take this one in? So we had that for a drive. Of course, then he fell in love with the more modern.
Yeah, the more modern feel as well. And that feeling of reliability and...
So he got rid of his Mustang, that's why it's got JJZ on it.
Yeah.
Got rid of his Mustang for this. And a bit more.
Yes, yeah, they're all... Whenever you spend money, it's always a bit more. Always a bit more. Right, okay, I'm gonna quickly run through the spec. So, okay. Right, so you can... Actually, so you can tell it's a +4 for straight away. It's new +4, so you've got the new headlight setup. So it's a 2023, 2024 model. So additional spots on the small side, blacked out grille. What else is on here as an option? So obviously we've got the blue, and then so I'm assuming they did the matte, and then obviously it's got a satin wrap on it. You can also tell from these are the same mirrors you find on the Super Sport. Lovely sliders. I love the door sliders. It's great. So on this as an option, so gone for the body coloured dash, and then you've got the satin raven wood, both in the centre and on the underline. Obviously black leather. These are, I can't tell if they're the Comfort Plus seats. No, I think they're the standard seats. But this is a different pattern. So the standard seats are vertical. So it's got matching stitching as opposed to contrast black roof. So other bits and pieces you can have an extra on here. So I'm not sure if the chrome finish on the rear view mirror is a standard. At one point there was a black mirror. So you've got prep for the luggage rack, spare wheel on this one. Obviously with this, when you get the spare wheel, you have to have this raised thing. Do you know what? I have no idea if I've been videoing the car then or videoing above it. Anyway, we'll see, because I was looking at the car and not on my screen. Yeah. Black carpets. I never do black carpets. Plus we've got black white wheels as well. So somewhere they'll have Thor's hammer for taking that hubcap off. Yeah, look, if you look through, you can see into the aluminium of the body.
Oh yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah, that is really nice. Trust and know, that is a nice spec. Look, I mean, I've always turned around and said you can really make your Morgan feel either really classic or get a modern slant on it. When this Plus 4, yeah, you can tell it's something more modern as soon as you get up to it. Yeah, I mean, if that's what if you want a classic looking car, and yeah, the Plus 4 is definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. Trev is going to get away because he doesn't want to be on film. Okay, Mark, you're stuck with this. So Mark is from Wombat. They are a protection film wrapping service.
Yeah, mostly X-Log paint protection film.
Okay, so Mark has wrapped this beautiful Morgan. Okay, and I want to know from Mark, as he's just sworn about the wrapping, which bit of it was the worst?
Well, you're staring at it there. You see, this is all one piece. This running board to that back arch, right the way through, rolling over.
Hang on, I'm missing it.
Yeah,
Okay,
right. That whole arch there,
yeah,
all the way along. It's all one piece. It's rolling inside, and then it's rolling. It's massive compound curves everywhere. It's going right round the front. These have to be pulled taut enough to lose all the possible fingers you're going to get on arches where the film starts to bunch up. That took 3 attempts the other day to get it right. Originally it took us about 4 attempts, but we work out how to do it now. But no one's ever done a whole Morgan like this before, and because this one's matte paint, it needed matte paint protection film to protect it.
And is that generally harder to apply?
Yeah, it is. You have to fight this stuff. It's just thicker than the normal clear stuff. So it was like 3 of us swearing and cursing in all different directions, trying to get it over that bulge and into that one there, and to keep it tight to all the other areas we have to join it. But that's an extreme case of paint protection film wrapping.
Look, I've never had a car wrapped. So when you wrap, whereabouts do you finish? How close is it?
Well, we try and wrap around all the edges where we can, so that it's protected from underneath, like wheel arches and things. But you have to do that. You have to go as close to every corner as possible, so you can't even detect this paint protection film on.
Yeah,
that's the art, to disguise the install so that you can't see it's on.
So with that said, Mark, no. Yeah. So obviously the normal thing with all Morgans is we all get the paint protection film here.
Yeah. That's the
is that so? Have you got a double layer there?
Yes,
is that why we've
double
got
layer there? So we put that on there so that when that deteriorates, we don't have to change the whole wing.
Yes.
Just
after the 3 hours of swearing.
Just the perishable bit stays on there, and the same with the arch on the back. There's a perishable, because that's hard to do as well. Very hard to do. Look at that. Look at the curvature on that. And so we've got an extra piece here as well. There. It's just going to take all the brunt from the front wheels when they're turning at speed. So that can be replaced, and that can be replaced from scuffing heels and from flying debris. It's mad.
What about and again at the front end, I'm assuming?
Yeah, everything's covered in it.
So in terms of the lines and the marks, the joins that we see, is that because
it's impossible to do that in one piece?
Okay.
So this,
and is it more noticeable because it's matte?
you'd probably, if you went up close and were told about it, you'd probably see a join, but you'd only notice it if someone told you.
Yeah.
The point is, it's protecting the car's originality. The point is, it's protecting it from stone chips and any kind of resprays you might need to do and touch-ins.
Yeah.
Trying to get the right colour, the right texture from body shops is a nightmare. So we try and keep things original by covering them in paint protection film.
It's nice, very nice. And again, obviously, you leave out the louvers just because it's
a nightmare to do. I mean, it's possible to put a little piece of PPF on each louver, which we might do later for you. Okay.
Yeah. It looks lovely.
I know. Well, it's going to stay on there for a warranty of 10 years and above, as long as you looked after it, and it'll keep that car as original the day it was put on. That's the benefit of it. It's trapping the newness in.
I will be coming to see you when I've got the Super Sport because that needs
Well,
to
you need
that needs it to be
You're going
trapped.
to put your foot down here, aren't you?
I will be. Yes, Goodwood will be
Beckoning.
having me rag around it for a while. Right, thanks, Mark. That's good. Cheers. Okay, so I've just been chatting with Trev, the owner of that beautiful and fine Plus 4, and I'm going to fill you in on all the detail of that later because it was a very interesting chat. Anyway, flipping the camera around and let's have a look at some of the beautiful colours that we have knocking around. Okay, I almost spec a black Plus 4, but this, look, so you've got the intake here. It's absolutely fantastic. Just lovely. Do you like the standard wheels? They're quite strong. Yeah, so this is a earlier 6 platform car. So you can tell by there's no glove box and door handles. Door handles are different. Still got the Austin door handles sitting there. Yeah. Dan, not sure about the stitching. Might have to leave the Morgan logo off of mine if it looks like that. Oh, people! Right, turning this off. Oh, don't mind me. That's okay. No, not in a way at all. It's lovely, isn't it? That breather on the side for the air intake is something special.
Yeah, and the gear at the back for the endurance.
Oh yeah. Well, you mean the scaffolding in the back?
I thought it was another engine for a minute. Bloody hell, things have changed.
That's right. Yeah. You get 2, one in the front and one in the back, just in case.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming this is they run this for the Morgan series. '60s Endurance 2025. And this is my point. Because for different people, different things are important. And running and doing things like endurances is really part of the club ethos, and it's something to get involved in. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's just have a little look at this hardtop. Anything reminiscent, do you think, of what we're seeing on the Super Sport? What do you think? Okay, Spence, what are the odds? What are the odds? I didn't see them turn up, but they're here. Look, there's your old car. There's my car. They're together again. They're together again. They couldn't be separated. What can I say? Just, it's meant to be. Our cars are in love, look. That's why we're getting a pair of Super Sports together. Be separated. So I've been asked today why I'm buying a Super Sport. And as I look up and down this line of cars here, so you realise that actually I want a car that doesn't look that old. I want something as individual as a Morgan, but I want it to have a modern nod. Sorry, Lou.
That's all right.
Right,
It's behind by 12 though.
Yeah.
Otherwise you can write something on it if that's something.
No. Right. Okay. Here. Okay. Sorry. Right. I've forgotten your names already. So I'm going to do an introduction. So hi guys. Right. Okay. So I'm still here, Brans Morgan, and I have found the new owners of Spencer's car. Yeah. When I say Spencer's car, their car. Anyway, look, I'm going to flip this around so you can see these guys. Please say hi. Introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Abel.
Okay, so Adrian and Abel have just bought the beautiful Plus 4, and they are full-on Morgan owners. How many have you had?
Well, this is our third one in a row with intermissions, but because work took us overseas. But yeah, so this is our third one. And previously we had a left-hand drive Plus 4 in Switzerland, and it's our daily driver like this one. And so we put winter tires on it. And I was just talking to Keith from Brans Morgans, and I remember that the best advice I could give Keith was never overtake a gritting lorry with your side screens out. And that happened in Switzerland, and it's very painful.
I bet it is. Guys, what I'm loving is the fact that you're an everyday Morgan driver. I'm an everyday Morgan driver as well. Snow, wind, rain, it just adds to the hilarity.
It was always our only car, so going to supermarket, you know how much exactly you can buy, and if it was too much, then I had to walk home.
Yeah.
And actually, we would argue that you can fit more IKEA flat packs on a Morgan than in a
boot.
Yeah.
Yes, we've done that, and standing in between all the vans
at
and
IKEA.
doors, and the people go like, "What are you going to do?" And we have these flat packs, but they fit very nicely on the luggage rack and inside. And then,
and poles sticking out.
And you running behind?
No,
I was sitting.
Sat on top of stuff.
I will sit first, then Abel will put everything inside, and I hold, and then he'll drive.
Right, okay, and then look, the reason why I wanted to capture that was, so I'm going to swap this back round. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to capture this, guys, is that Morgan have talked about the new Super Sport being a 365 car, an everyday car, and all three of us already think Morgans are 365 cars.
absolutely.
Yes.
What would, if you were advising anybody who was going to buy a Morgan and drive it all year round, what additional thing would you recommend they buy to go with their Morgan?
Well, it depends where you are. So, for instance,
So those winter tires or all-season tires, definitely, because you have better grip.
Yeah, so you don't want to be switching from winter tires to summer tires. So we put on these Goodyear Year 4-season tires that are fully winter tire rated, but you can keep it on all year round. And of course, there are great rain tires as well.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Right, guys, just so you know, when I asked what addition to the Morgan, did they say anything about waterproofing? Did they say anything about warmth? Did they say anything about any issues within the Morgan? No. They talked about tyres. The thing that is important, just going to show the Morgans, they're an everyday car.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much, and enjoy your time. Catch up with Spencer next week.
Will do.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you very much. Yes, that was very interesting.
Very funny. See Spencer's car.
Right. Sorry. This has been recording all that time. All while we were sat there.
Oh, well, she asked about my beautiful shoes.
All about your beautiful shoes.
Cheap flip-flops.
But that was really interesting. So, that was really interesting. So okay, so there will be other stuff, and there are going to be people we've spoken to in this, but I have just spent a great deal of time talking to a guy called Trevor, who's Blue Morgan you saw, and I'm going to give you a bit more goss on him in a bit, but probably not in the car because it's going to get noisy in a minute when we move. And then there's other couple who have bought Spencer's old car, who daily their car. That's it, it's the only car they've got, which is very cool as well. But aside from that, everybody else seems to be very Morgan-y.
Only in the summer.
Oh yeah, they're only in the summer though. Only daily in the summer. Because they go to Asia in the winter and sell their boat. As you do. As you should. Yeah, I'm going to have to I will give you full feedback when I've had time to process how I feel about what just happened. In the meantime, I was going to do a bonnet shot after talking to Adriana. Was it Adriana? Is that her name? She said she loves that, you know, the Morganess and looking down over the bonnet and everything else. But when I suggested that when you see somebody else's car and they're videoing down the bonnet, you go, nah, it's just, you know, it's their Morgan. We both felt the same way. It's quite amusing. Anyway, onwards.